It's time now for Peter Channel 4 o'clock news and it's Friday afternoon, Friday evening, July 22nd, 2016. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins and I am your 4 o'clock news and that's up at the 4 o'clock hour on this Friday is mayhem in Munich as a gunman opened fire at the Olympia and Suzum Mall on Munich, killing several people and wounded others on Friday as police spokesman said it's not clear whether there was one or many shooters. Ted Cruz wanted to endorse Donald Trump, but the Republican nominee said Friday he wouldn't take the support even the Texas senator offered. Former Ku Klux Klan leader David Duke is running for U.S. Senate, linking the decision of Donald Trump's bid for the presidency and the business mogul's proposal on trade and immigration. Miami police identified a couple who wounded a black behavioral therapist while trying to shoot the man's autistic patient. Hillary Clinton and her team kept dropping big league hints at her vice presidential announcement as admonition, and Hillary announced her running mate soon. Colorado may be the home of the legalized recreational marijuana, but you won't find any pot shops in the town of Hugo, which such businesses are not permitted. As evidence of THC found in Hugo, Colorado's water supply. President Obama rejected on Friday a suggestion that the U.S. was behind a failed coup in Turkey, voicing strong support for the government in Ankara and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Donald J. Trump fought on Thursday night to make America bigger and better and stronger. Nonetheless, Georgia's two Keep for Wars birthday photos are gaining some attention for reasons other than the adorable factor. Turkey's deputy prime minister has described the tip of the iceberg, the infiltration of state institutions about a group the government blames for the last Friday's coup. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Baton Rouge police officer Matthew Gerald was remembered as a hero on Friday by the city's mayor, who called for respecting the police and avoiding the kind of bus. Officials in Austin are investigating the violent arrest of a black elementary school teacher who was body slammed by a white police officer during a traffic stop. Video shows 4 men raping an unconscious woman. Washington, deeply pessimistic outlook that Donald Trump offered his week's Republican National Convention does match to reality. President Barack Obama insisted on Friday. Washington, a U.S. research group said it found early evidence of a secret North Korean facility use of uranium enrichment for nuclear weapons. Paris, Christine Lagarde, head of the International Monetary Fund, will stand trial for alleged role in the massive payout while she was French finance minister. Israel Air Base Turkey electrical power was restored to Turkey's Incirlik air base used by U.S. forces for airstrikes and Islamic State targets. Washington. President Obama responded Friday to the late view offered by GOP nominee Donald Trump in his executive speech about the future U.S. and Mexican immigration. Miami. The Department of Justice indicted 3 people in a $1 billion Medicare fraud scheme involving dozens of healthcare facilities in the Miami area. In Cleveland, Ohio gained 12,400 jobs in June. The Ohio Department of Job and Family Services reported on Friday. The unemployment rate was 5.0%, down from 5.1% in May. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos was just become the 3rd richest person in the world and seated billionaire investor and philanthropist Warren Buffett for the first time. For a decade, students are looking to save a little bit of money on college costs have turned into a tried and true list of resources. The Student Finance Aid Office can provide grants to scholarship organization can point to the free money and friends. After a much publicized sale process that dragged on for months and drew interest from parties as diverse as Warren Buffett and the Daily Mail, the sale nears end, Verizon reported in the lead. Portsmouth, England. BAE Systems have completed the first of 16 next-generation Pacific 24 Mark IV rigid inflatable boats being built for the British Navy. Vladivostok, Russia. Missile troops in Russia's far east have carried out the first electronic launches from the Iskander-M ballistic missile system. Algeria. China delivered the first C-28A class corvette to the Algerian Navy early this month. China Daily reported. Washington. North Korea built a fortified structure with what appears to be the covered box that could shelter ballistic missile submarine chains, the weekly reported. And take a look at the closing stock market report on a Friday afternoon. The Dow ended the week up 47.63 points today at 18,564.86. SP 5 up 9.86 points at 2,175.03. And NASDAQ up 26.26 at 5,100.16. The incredibly sensitive Lux dark matter detector bird on a mile rock has come up empty on its 20-month search for dark matter, further narrowing down the possible occurrences of its own strange substance. NASA's Curiosity rover just got a major upgrade. Some of the new software allows it to choose whether targets to shoot its own. Although the US and the yacht, Honey Hunter, holding the male gritter, Honey got that was typically captured research in the Niasen National Reserve of Mozambique. At the center of the galaxy, the Milky Way researchers discovered an X-shaped structure with a tightly packed group of stars. Health officials on Friday reported that the first baby born in New York City with a Zika-related birth defect, known as macrocephaly, had condition marked activity normally small held and had an impaired brain development. It was every research evidence inspired confusion in the public that the alcohol health debate. Some studies suggest that the alcohol may be good for us in certain ways, while others find that it's decidedly bad. The mosquito-borne Zika virus caused macrocephaly and disease could cause physical deformities and learning disabilities. Donald J. Trump accepted the Republican Party's nomination on President further continued to talk about a conversation on Friday before leaving Cleveland. As the second to last speaker in the Republican convention, Ivanka Trump had 2 goals. First, to leverage the likability on behalf of the next speaker for her father. Trump's claim about Clinton when the abolished Second Amendment is false. Day after arms the end, Hillary Clinton preserves herself as an anti-Trump. Alright, look at that. News from the local from the Sun Chronicle. Mansfield wants a house of worship, the former St. John's Church in High Street that turned into the 3 modern condos. Built with a great deal of respect to the historic institute one time Episcopal Church. Problem Sun team Crescent Kyle Pennock Reason said they saw an opportunity to create a unique residence by converting the church into condos that combine at the period looking with the modern amenities. They transformed the building inside and out over a 10-month period, creating 3 trial-level residences with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths each. Chris Pennock bought the local architect on and he knew the design and conversion and said he could be happier with the way the project turned out. Now, for a plan for a 52-unit assisted living facility across from the Triberg Plaza Shopping Center is winning praise from the town officials and uncommon agreement from neighbors. Edinburgh, a place that Manuel-led police on a 1.5 mile church Thursday night saw a dog for losing control in a car crashing in the utility pole on South Main Street in Edinburgh. Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Police say 2 people have died in a related early morning accident in Massachusetts. State police say a New Bedford man died when he lost control of his car and rolled over in the guardrail on Interstate 195 east of Dartmouth about 3:30 a.m. on Friday. The victim was fired as 32-year-old Carlos Santiago. And a 22-year-old man died as James Crocker of Rockland died of collision between the truck and car on Harrison Boulevard and Avon just after 5 a.m. on Friday. And now, take a look at New England incident alerts at 4:07. Nope, let's move it on. Peter Chell News Time, 4:07 p.m. And it's time out for Sport tonight. The Boston Red Sox will take on the Minnesota Twins in the second of a 4-game series at Fenway Park. And tonight, the Boston Bucks will be taking on the Nashville Silver Knights. Game time, 7:05 p.m. Ezekiel Elliott and Diamond stem from breakaway relationship. As he said, situation seemed to be shared about regarding this to the assault allegations against Cowboys. Running back Ezekiel Elliott. Peter Chell News Time, 4:08 on this Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and is starting off a traffic and trend report. Let's start off in the MBTA, where Greenland Sea Branch Pearson Model A is a disabled train. Someone S2 Pearson Model A is due to traffic. Someone S1 Pearson Model A is a disabled bus, and someone SL4 Pearson Model A is due to traffic. On the commuter rail, Whistle Line, notice trains may experience a 10-20 minute delay. All has to be sent out for specific trains as needed. Franklin trains may experience 5 to 15 minute delays between Boston and Forge Park due to heat restrictions. Franklin train, 7:18, 3 p.m. from Forge Park 495 is operated 10-15 minutes behind schedule between North, Central, and South Station. Greenwich trains may experience delays of 5 to 15 minutes between Boston and Greenwich due to heat restrictions. Middlebury trains may experience delays of 5 to 15 minutes between Boston and Middlebury due to heat restrictions. Providence train 826, 4:08 p.m. inbound is now expected to depart 4 minutes. 45 minutes late due to earlier Amtrak switch problem in Kenton Junction. Providence train 8:15, 2:30 p.m. outbound has departed Kenton operating. 65 minutes late due to earlier Amtrak switch problem in Kenton Junction and Providence train 8:17, 8:25 p.m. from South Station expected to operate 10-15 minutes late between Route 128 and Wickford Junction due to an Amtrak switch problem. And now look at the highways and byways. Where highways and byways in New York City are slow. At 95, the northbound side is backed up from Greenwich all the way at the Bridgeport Connect. At 95, the southbound side is backed up from Norwalk to Greenwich. Mirror Parkway and the northbound side is backed up from Greenwich all the way at the Bridgeport. 95 of both ends is slow from Bridgeport all the way at the New Haven, the 95 northbound backed up to the Old Saybrook, 95 on the northbound side, so the Old Saybrook to the North London. 95 on the southbound side, also the Old Saybrook, 84 eastbound side, also from 684 all the way out to Waterbury, 84 both ends also on Hartford, Connecticut, 91 on both ends also from 681 to Route 9. 91 on both ends also from 84 to Route 2 in Hartford, Connecticut, 91 is not southbound side, so from 291 to 84, 84 both ends also for Hartford Stretch. Out in Rhode Island, Route 4 on the northbound side, it is backed up from 18 all the way to Route 95 of the Coventry Stretch. 95 on the southbound side is backed up and protected all the way to Work. 95 on the northbound side is backed up for Work all the way to downtown Providence. 195 on the westbound side, also from Seacock all the way to downtown Providence. 146 on the southbound side, also from 15 to 95. 295 on the southbound side, also from 6 to Route 37. 146 on both ends, also up to 295 out in Lincoln. 195 on the westbound side, also from Seacock down to Providence. 195 eastbound side, also from Somerset all the way to Fall River. 140 on the southbound side, so from 195 to Route 6 in Dartmouth. 25 on the eastbound side, also around the Buzzard Bay stretch. Route 3 on the southbound side, so from the Plymouth to Sagamore stretch. Route 6 eastbound side, also around the Barnstable stretch. Route 3 on the southbound side is back slow go from Braintree to Weymouth and hit again from Marshfield all the way at the Plymouth. 24 on the southbound side, it is backed up from 27 Brockton all the way at the Route 140 in Taunton. 140 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 24 in Taunton. 45 on the southbound side, it is backed up from 24 to 44 in the Random Middleborough stretch. 95 on the southbound side is backed up from 128 Canton all the way at the Route 295 in Attleboro. 24 on the southbound side is stop and go from 128 Canton all the way at the Route 140 in Taunton. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it is stop and go from 128 in Weston all the way out to the Logan Airport, Cypress Expressway, and both ends, so from Boston all the way at the Braintree, 93 both ends of Boston to Somerville, so go 93 northbound side, backed up all the way at the Route 230 in Lawrence. Mass Pike on the westbound side, it is so from Austin Barton Charles all the way at the Charlton. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, also Sturbridge Stretch, 290 on the eastbound side, a little so around Shrewsbury all the way at to Marlborough, 290 westbound side, so from Shrewsbury all the way at to 290. 91 on the northbound side is backed up from Magwalm all the way at the Springfield. 91 on the northbound side, it is so from the Springfield stretch. 91 on both ends, also Northampton stretch. 128 on the southbound side on both ends, so from Randolph all the way at the Braintree. 120 southbound side, so from Dedham all the way at the Braintree. And then 120 southbound side from Waltham all the way out to Wellesley. 120 on the northbound side, so from Waltham all the way at the Route 1 and PB. 120 on the southbound side, it is backed up for the Burlington stretch. 120 southbound side, so the Beverly stretch. 495 on northbound side, it is so from Westford all the way at to Haverhill on both ends. Route 3 on the northbound side, so from 120 in Burlington all the way up in the Low. 93 on the northbound side, so from Andover to Lawrence. 213 in the eastbound side, also the Lawrence stretch. 91 on the northbound side, it is so from Butterbur stretch. Every trip on the northbound side, also the Nashua and Manchester stretches. 93 on the northbound side, so Manchester Concord. 89 on the southbound side, also on Route 93 in Concord, Hampshire. 95 on the northbound side, also Hampton 2000 in Bergen, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Spalding trip on the northbound side is so from Portsmouth to Durham, New Hampshire. 95 on the northbound side, so from Sackville all the way up to the South Portland. 295 on the eastbound side, so from 95 main trip in Portland all the way up into downtown Portland. 295 on the eastbound side, also up to the Falmouth up in Brunswick. I-89 both ends, also up to Canadian up in Vermont, and 97 so up in both ends of Canadian up in New York State, and I-87 at so both ends from 787 to the 3 in Albany, New York, and New York State 3 a little so before 787 in downtown Albany, New York. Here, Channel News Time at 95 on the northbound side, also on Route 2 up in Newport, Maine. Here, Channel News Time is now 4:13 on this. Friday afternoon, and it is time now for a weather report, and it's a sultry Friday afternoon. A hot one in store. And we got an air quality alert. Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection Edition and air quality action day for ground levels on in effect from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday. Air quality action day means that ground levels on consideration within the region may approach exceed unhealthy standards. And according to that, there will be a potential for some strong, severe scattered thunderstorms late this afternoon and evening. Many winds from a thunderstorms will be damaging straight line and wind gusts, and hail local heavy downpours are possible. Day 2 for 7 Saturday for Thursday. There is potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms mainly across northern and eastern Massachusetts during mid-afternoon and early evening on Saturday. Main threats include locally damaging winds and hail. And taking a look at radar, and it shows Take a look at radar. Shows 2 spots of showers and thunderstorms. Nope, 3, make it 4. 1 spot of showers and thunderstorms stretching south of Schenectady, New York, and also little patches of rain showers stretching headed towards Great Barrier to New York, Massachusetts from the New York border, and showers and storms around Little Falls. So this cell is headed towards the Schenectady, Albany area from south of Little Falls, New York, and also raining south of Oneota and northeast of Binghamton. And up in Vermont, it shows some clusters of showers and storms stretching between Rutland, Vermont, and Lebanon, New Hampshire, and also some heavy showers and storms northeast of Lebanon, New Hampshire, and some clusters of showers and storms around Washington area, and Lincoln, New Hampshire, headed towards Conway, New Hampshire, and towards Auburn, Maine, and lines of showers and storms stretching south of Potsdam and down for Harriet and North Alba and upstate New York. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, scattered showers, thunderstorms, sun's going to be severe. Later, the trail temperature, winds, heavy rain. Cost about 71 degrees. West about Friday, 8 miles an hour, gusts aside, 23 miles an hour. Chance patient, 40%. New purpose pass less than 10 minutes. Check out amounts possible thunderstorms. Saturday, slight showers, the chance of showers, the thunderstorms after 2 p.m. Most south at 9 degrees. West about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Chance patient, 30%. New rain amounts between the 10.1 inch and high amounts possible thunderstorms. Saturday night, slight showers and thunderstorms being before 10 p.m. Forecast about 16 degrees. Northwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance patient, 50%. New rain amounts with less than 10 minutes and high amounts possible thunderstorms. For Sunday, most clear skies, about 8 and about 63 degrees. Northwest about 5 miles an hour. For Monday, most sunny skies, about 50% chance of shower and thunderstorms. After 2 a.m., mostly cloudy to most sunny skies, about 90 about 30 degrees. Chance patient, 50%. For Tuesday, most sunny podcast skies, hot, high about 90 or about 68 degrees. Wednesday, most sunny podcast skies, about 8 about 65 degrees. Thursday, most sunny podcast skies, high about 87 or about 65 degrees. Friday, chance of showers, podcast skies, about 81 degrees. Currently, not near, it is a clear skies and it's 91 degrees. Humidity at 59%. And that is going to be it for the Peter Till 4 o'clock news in this July 22nd, 2016 on a Friday evening. I appreciate it. Good evening, good positive. See you at 11 o'clock for a late hour report. Have a good evening.